Well, that didn't go as planned, did it? Again. Now, we just tried this twice. Well, here we are. Literally, we practiced this twice and it worked both times, did it not? I don't know what to
It
say.
did.
It did, and for whatever reason, it did not work, and I do apologize. We're gonna get that down straight, even after I have to cut that thing
It did
short.
not.
We're gonna get it straight.
Oh man,
Welcome to the Brothers
it did
Banter
not work.
podcast. My name is Brian, and the little
Uh,
fella sitting next to me is
Mr. Pixelating 2024. Gosh,
yeah. How you
just
doing? You feeling good?
I'm irritated about this. To be
I'm
honest with you.
feeling good. I'm feeling good today. I've got a lot I'm feeling good about today, to be quite honest with you. Got a lot of
Yeah.
things that we're going into Labor Day weekend. You got a lot of good football games going on, good food, and what else? I told you about um, I guess what started my day out pretty good. I've been on a diet for 2.5 weeks. Now, get this. Now, for anybody that does not know, I'll go ahead and put this out there while we're waiting for people to come on. Okay, yes, we do have people coming in. Okay, good. So, how it started out was I was, I guess they pretty much told me I was a diabetic about a year and a half ago and started taking Ozempic. I lost down from 205 to 187, and that was like a block. It stopped, wasn't that much weight, and I couldn't lose anymore. I felt great. I just wanted to lose a little bit more. Well, I went to the doc 2.5 weeks ago, and he said, listen, he goes, your cholesterol is a little bit high, which it's not that much higher, but anyway, it was like 6 points over. He said that you've got 90 days to get your um, act in gear by eating right, because up until then, I haven't had any kind of a per se diet. But so 2.5 weeks ago, he told me that. And this morning, I weighed for the first time and actually thought I was actually gaining weight through the whole process. And I got down to 180. So I lost 7.5 pounds. So I am pretty excited about that. I've been doing my best to kind of watch and cut curves and not drink sugar drinks or eating bread
Cut
or
curves.
pasta or do what?
You said you cut curves.
No, I kind of curved a lot of my stuff. Like, I don't drink sugary
Oh,
drinks, which that was a
you,
big deal for me.
you cut
Bread was
carbs.
another, yeah, cut carbs. But well, I don't really look at carbs too much, but I do cut them. Try not to do that. Um, but bread was another big thing. But anyway, yeah. So almost 8 pounds later, here I am. I'm feeling really, really good. Everything's going good. Um, but I guess I gotta probably throw in some, I guess, exercise. I reckon. But that was all
Yeah.
done. That was all done without exercise.
What's what you
So
gonna do for exercise?
I'm just gonna walk. I like jump roping. But my shins, after I do so many of them, like you get up into the 250, 300 range, they start to bother me a little bit. So I'm just gonna kind of do it in intervals and try not to. But
Yeah.
between walking and jump roping, I think that's a decent amount. I think get your heart pumping a little bit, and that's what they're
Yeah.
looking for. So yeah. So
There you go.
as we're waiting, make sure that if you are, which I do see people in here, if you are in here listening to the, would you? I mean, I don't want to say the world. Can we say? Yeah, let's go ahead and say this is the world's most favorite family friendly podcast, right? I mean, this is,
There'll be family around the world that loves us.
yes. And we do have that. Do you want to go down the list um,
No.
and go down and thank
No.
every city? We can do that. Me and Donnie done
No.
that. One
Yeah,
of our
that was
episodes, I think it was called Thank You.
It was,
And
and that was horrendous. Don't go back
so
and look at that one.
so for 45 minutes we went down the list. We evidently didn't realize how long. I mean, we knew the list was long, but it just kind of got old after you said the first 5 cities, and I'm like, oh
That
my
was the drizzles.
gosh. So now we're even more so than that. And while you're sitting there looking pretty, I'm gonna go on there and just see exactly where we're at. Ding. Boom. All episodes. We are at
So if you're, go ahead.
we're at 46 countries, 590 cities.
Oh wow, almost
With
600.
Florida being the top 1, 2, 3, being our top three. Virginia, then Kingsland, Georgia, and then it kind of goes down from there. Are y'all are not considered Kingsland, right? No.
No, we're 40 miles away from
Okay, no,
Kingsland.
you're definitely. It says Brunswick, but do you know who lives in Kingsland? I don't. Anyway, so that's our top.
I don't know if anybody lives in Kingsland.
So the U.S. is our top. Our next one down is United Kingdom, Germany. Then it goes to Australia, Canada, yada 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 yada. My my ancestry place of Ireland is like fourth or fifth down. Yours is down there somewhere, I think. I think you're in here, right?
20th, 23rd, 24th.
No, I don't. I'm trying to look. I know I've seen it before in here. But
Well, they're probably
anyways,
busy eating spaghetti.
yeah, probably. But no,
That's,
for real,
that's what the soul.
we're very thankful. I mean, think about that for a minute. And that
No,
it's not a
you don't need to mention it.
well, I'm talking about it's not a big-headed thing when we say that, but that is a I don't know, kind of a humbling thing to know that, our voice has been heard at least in every country, those 46 countries. And that's kind of humbling, right? You had never thought of that when we started podcasting, would you?
No,
Yeah.
no, I didn't even think it'd get out of Jacksonville, Florida. To be
Yes.
honest with you.
And now we're in 590 cities, but that is including our overseas cities as well. So again, I see people starting to really come in. So if you can just say hi, hello. So we are going to be talking about Labor Day weekend this weekend. A lot of great stuff going on. For most people, that's going to be a 3-day weekend. Most of us are off on Monday. You, especially. We don't want to talk about that, but yeah, off on Monday, and we got a lot of. Would you consider this?
Oh, there we go.
Is
and
this
podcasting from 2 states.
That's true, and podcasting from 2 states. Would you consider this weekend to be? I mean, I guess last week was the official college weekend, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean it was the kickoff for it.
But
But
this is
this
when it starts to
weekend,
get nitty gritty, right? A little bit.
yeah, this is as we are well aware that FSU took a beating and got beaten the last second, but they got pretty much beat all over the field,
So
and it
I'm
was
I'm
in
playing
Dublin,
dumb, but
Ireland.
I'm playing dumb because I don't know who they played. So can you tell me who that was?
Georgia Tech,
Okay.
the Rambling Wreck of Georgia Tech.
So, and that shout out should go to Don Hale, right?
It should. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, they when you're Florida State, all right. You were ranked number 1 for most of the year last year, am I right?
And they were upset because they got pulled
They're
out
ranked
of the
up there for a
championship,
long
right?
time
Or
last year,
something
weren't
like
they?
that. Is that right?
Oh yeah, they should have, because they were weak, man. They were soft. They were soft as cotton, man.
So
And
basically, this
it
shows
showed
us.
whenever they got their tails.
That shows that Georgia Tech.
What's that?
I said it shows how good they are on their very first game, right? They think they deserve that. A lot of people say they got robbed last year. Well, Georgia Tech showed them that they weren't. meant to be in that spot. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah,
Kind of gave him a little chin
um,
music.
they did,
Yeah,
and they're not as good as they thought they were going to be.
yeah,
So, did you do that?
yeah. That was my bad. So you don't
Okay.
have any? Do you got any Florida State friends outside of Don Hill? I've got a
Yes,
sister-in-law
yes.
that's Florida State.
A couple guys I used to go to church with, um, down in Jacksonville. They're big time, and one of them is a Missouri fan,
Oh boy.
and of course, that's going to be the game I go to in Alabama. Is
Okay.
right now they're ranked number 8. We'll see how how far that gets them.
Did they play last
Um,
week? Alabama.
yeah.
They
Now,
played it.
that was really the only major game. You have a couple of there might be one or two tonight that are playing that are in the top 25. Then there's a couple tomorrow. But man, the main teams that are playing is a good game coming up is Georgia Clemson,
Yep, that's a good one.
and of course Alabama is paying Western Kentucky to come in take that tail kicking. Um, Florida's playing Miami,
Yeah, which I'm hoping.
so
I'm hoping they'll send Miami back where they came from.
oh yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm
Um,
hoping.
now that Nick Saban is no longer the coach at Alabama. I'm
Yep.
sure that makes everybody in the world except Bama fans happy, and that's fine. I mean, y'all would rather uh, root for my team to lose than your team to win, you know. Um,
So
and that and that
playing stupid, I don't know either. But who is the new head coach?
I can't say his name. It's Doer or Dober or something like that.
Okay. So
And
is was he? Where'd he come? Do you know where he came from? Or
yeah, he came from Washington.
okay,
And
gotcha.
he was like 18-4 in Washington. I mean, he had a really good program. And I'm forced to say that I sent Wendy a quote today from Nick Saban, and he is picking Georgia to win the national championship.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
He's part of ESPN Game Day now, and
Is that because
so
his boy's the coach?
what's that?
Is that because his boy's the Georgia coach? One of his
Not really. I
understudies.
mean, it's just
He's
Georgia is
good.
a Georgia's a very good team. They're deep. They have a good coach. Now they've got some. He didn't say go dogs. He said, "What do you want me to do? Say go dogs?" And then the girl says, "Would you?" And he was being interviewed by some ham and egger, and he says, "Let me guess. You want me to say go dogs?" And she goes, "Would you? That'd be great." And he goes, "No." She goes, "That's okay. We got it anyway. If you saying go dogs, I'm sure they can splice it in there." But you know, I mean, he's a humble coach. I mean, he knows that Georgia is a good team, and I fully suspect that they'll be. I mean, they'll be in the playoffs. I I feel like Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, LSU. There's 12 this year. I don't know that Oklahoma will make it, but I feel like Penn State. Um, boy, and your other team might make it. Notre Dame might make it. It's tough to say. I,
Yeah.
I haven't I haven't read much on them this year, uh, but we got to watch out for Ole Miss. They've really completed their what they were lacking. They were lacking up front last year, on both sides of the ball, and they really through the portal they really shored up their offensive line. So we'll see how it goes. I fully suspect that Alabama might be a 2-loss team this year. Um,
So
I
that's
hope
your
not.
prediction, a two loss?
Yeah, unfortunately, and that's fine. I mean, I'm not sweating it because you know I'm a realist when it comes to football. If I mean they're a new coach, now they got Jalen Monroe still as their quarterback, and they've still got some depth and everything else. But I'm gonna say that Tennessee Tennessee will probably give us some problems. So will Georgia.
Okay. So
You
what
know,
about
so
you going to be doing any NFL watching? Does that start? That starts this week, right? Or no? Yes.
it does. Let me tell you, I've lost it on. I just have lost it on the NFL.
Well,
They're just
the only thing that's keeping me basically even going to be somewhat interested in it is definitely going to be the this is my first time ever trying fantasy football. So
oh yeah.
so that's going to only be the reason why I'd even be interested. That's and trying to watch and understand and how people pick and what they pick and all that stuff. Um, that's you try watching those YouTube videos and you can just about hang it up. Everybody's got their own opinion. Everybody's got their own who's going to make it, who's going to score it, who you should pick, who should go first. Um, so I'm just, you know, whatever
So
happens, happens.
I wouldn't go with YouTube. So if you're going to do anything, go to CBS Sports. Um, they have what they did last year. Typically, how they you know because because I haven't watched it in so long. Only because they're spoiled brats. I mean, I'm I'm halfway rooting for the Jaguars only because uh, Mac Jones, who's a former Alabama quarterback, is on the team. Um,
And he looked pretty good in preseason too.
he did. He looked better than Trevor,
He looked
But
pretty good.
Trevor is your golden boy, golden arm guy. So but Mac Jones he's a field general, man. I mean, he'll run that offense, and if he was ever used correctly, uh, he'd be a dangerous quarterback. You know, so I don't know. It's tough for me to have an opinion on it because I haven't watched it in so long.
Yeah,
Um, I
that's the
do
only
hate
reason
that.
why I'm going to be in on it is to watch a little bit just to if because I don't even know what I'm doing when it comes to picking and all that. Like I could literally maybe name you 5 names in the NFL, maybe if I was lucky. So if it happens, good. If it doesn't, I just lost a little bit of money, so it's no big deal.
I can tell
It
you the
is what it
teams that
is.
I don't like. I I don't like the Cowboys.
I don't
Uh,
either.
I grew up as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan from day one. And the reason I liked him from day one is because I met their very first draft pick, Leroy Selman. Um, I was 12 years old, and I was in the Boy Scouts, and we had Scout World at the old Gator Bowl, the old Gator Bowl.
Okay.
Before any pro teams got there. So we were camping on the field, me and my cousin Davey. So this guy came. He came by he was on the field, and he came by and just shook my hand. And I've always been a big kid, but this dude was immense. He was so big, and his hand just engulfed mine as he shook it. But he was so nice and so kind, and so from day one, I was a fan of the uh, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. through 0-26, and like they lost 26 of their first 26 games. It was ridiculous. But you know, um, and then I lost respect for them when they drafted Jameis Winston. That
Oh my
idiot.
goodness.
Oh my gosh, dude! I'm
That
like,
was a
I packed
nightmare.
away all of my um Tampa Bay stuff. I packed it all away. I didn't wear my jacket. I mean, man, it was just ridiculous. But you know,
So, so
I
I
still
don't
like
go ahead. You still like who?
I still like Tampa Bay. I still like Tampa Bay. Um, and they are my favorite team, and they always will be. However, I'm kind of following the Jaguars only because their hometown and they're doing pretty good. There's a lot of excitement about it. So we'll see how it goes.
So anybody that's listening, I'm seeing people come in left and right. So make sure that you are dropping a comment, telling us hi, so we can say hello back. And if you have any plans that you're going to be doing for this weekend, Labor Day weekend, let us know your plans. Put them in the chat, and we would definitely appreciate it. We love to hear from everybody out there watching. So,
What you got going on
so yeah,
Monday for the
well,
weekend?
mine's real. I've got something really, really interesting going on tomorrow. You know what that is? I think I
Or
changed.
Friday?
Yeah, I think I changed my date up as far as cutting grass. So I'm cutting grass tomorrow. Yeah, but we've
Yeah,
got
I probably will too.
only because they moved the draft. The draft, it was at 7:35 tomorrow. Now I think it's 8:35. The company that's putting the draft on or whatever has moved it, so I'm thinking I can get a good bit of the grass at least cut it and half of it weed eated before I have to come in and take a shower so I can do the draft. So that's
There you
that's
go.
that's
Now, is
part of
it
what I'm gonna
by
do.
computer or you're meeting somewhere?
We were meeting somewhere, but it is computer regardless if we did meet
Oh,
or
okay.
not. I think some of them maybe they haven't really made any kind of anything yay or nay, but it's computer, so I can basically sit here with it. I've done umpteen gazillion drafts, mock drafts, just to see how they roll. And
Hmm.
without a doubt, do you know who the number one pick is? Every single time.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's a kid from Kansas City.
Mm. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, running back. Okay, I'm surprised. Well, no, because I mean
With
he's a
almost
stud.
without fail, if you were to run that scenario probably 20 times, probably at least 18 or 19 would pick him first. So, and I guess all that happens, all that is a mystery. Like the computer generates what lineup that you're in, as far as picks go. So that could suck. That could be good. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But outside of that, I'm definitely, if I could do that, then we're going to probably head to possibly, because my niece is not coming down this weekend. So probably head to Degree Wellness on Saturday morning. Me and the wife, it's our little getaway first thing Saturday morning. I'm probably going to do the arm compression, which the leg compression was amazing. I want to do that again. It was amazing. And then the
Yeah,
cryo freeze, where you get in there into the cryo chamber thing. Um, I'm a I'm gonna do that and see how it goes.
we we saw a 911 thing. Um, 911 Texas or Austin or whatever it is. Where a guy got into his cryo machine and somebody had or he had poisoned himself and he froze and he was in it and then so they started to compress chest compressions on him and it crashed through his chest, man. The the compressions.
Oh my goodness!
It was gross. It was great though. It was awesome, but yeah, it was
But he died, right?
hey Momedy. Oh, also, so let me tell you what we're probably going to be doing. So if I can get, I feel like I can get the grass cut tomorrow. I don't think it's going to rain till Sunday, so I've got to do that. I probably need to some point wash uh, my big fat butt dog, and because she
We done
smells
that
like a
last
moose,
weekend.
and then yeah, now I'm in Lone Star. Uh, Saturday there's going to be a lot of football watching. I'm sure my wife has something else planned for us to do, but I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, I want to be back in time
And then,
for that.
huh?
I want to be back in
Do
time
what?
for football. I want to be back in time for
Oh,
football.
I'd like to be. I'd like to be. Um, Sunday, obviously, church. Monday starts vacation, and Wednesday is our second anniversary.
All right.
And so I'm not 100% sure what's planned yet. We hadn't really talked a ton about it, but
Yeah, we hadn't either. We'll probably just kind
normally,
of go with the flow.
no, normally we're in a different state,
Oh
but
yeah.
you know, um, let's see how that goes.
Okay. Well,
But
I have. I mean, I'm doing definitely. I want to watch a lot of football for sure. Especially Saturday. I want to hit the 12 noon one with Georgia and Clemson. I want to hit off with that.
yeah,
And that will be about wrapping up just in time for the Florida one at 3:30. And then what time's your gameplay? What time is that?
oh, it's probably a 12 o'clock
7 o'clock.
game. Let me see. No, it wouldn't be 7 o'clock. Um, it is. I thought I had it all planned out, but I guess I don't. Um, let's see. Um,
Well, you could always tell the true fans, right?
oh, it is 7 p.m.
There you
Wow.
go. See. Um.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of Alabama whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure you'll barely be hanging on by the end of the year, so be barely hanging on with
Oh
a.
yeah. I mean,
So you
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 know,
carry you carry the
I'm not a
elephant
fan
around.
whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do. Like a little sidekick.
There you go. Well, I mean, now y'all look kind of similar, so I can see where that came.
Oh,
Like,
there's a fat joke. I mean, because you lost 7 pounds, it's a fat joke,
no.
huh?
I tell you what,
Ah,
it's
that's what it sounds like.
one thing. It
We
is
could
for
take a poll.
sure. It is hard eating healthy. Until you get used to it. That's for sure. I was having my body was going into convulsions at first when you have to change up
Yeah.
your diet. So, but yeah, I
Oh, I'm
mean,
very
it's
aware.
probably
Trust
going to
me.
go with the flow because I'm sure we'll have some kind of cooking out or something on Monday, something. Um, so yeah, so we're looking forward to that. Haven't seen any. Have you seen the new Twister movie? Is it still
I
out?
haven't seen it.
Is it still out in theaters? I think it might be.
Yeah, but it's on. It's on like uh,
It's on Expedite.
Fandango or something like that.
Yep.
We have access to some new stuff,
Yeah,
and
I got Chad's wanting to get on Expedite now because of all the NFL stations, all the actually you can watch a lot of college football stuff like that, and all that pretty much comes
oh
free.
yeah, I mean you can watch it all, man.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I try to get you hooked up on it, but
well, I know, but then here's the thing. Is Hulu on it?
you no, it's
Is
totally different.
Paramount Plus? Huh?
All that's different.
What do you mean?
It's
Okay,
actually
so
so actually for people that don't know, Expedite TV is a streaming service.
right,
And I buy it 3 months at a time, which is $65. You get, dude, if I was guessing, probably upwards close to anywhere from 800 to 1,000 channels. So I'm talking about
is
you've,
Disney Plus on it?
yes, God. Oh, I don't know about
Is it?
Plus. It's got all the different Disneys. It's got like 4 HBOs. It's got so many Cinemax. It's got Showtime. It's got all that. Movie wise, I would be willing to bet anything that is probably several hundred movies that's in the system, as well as series, any and all series. Then it has all your NFL stations, all your basketball stations, all your baseball stations. Um, it's got some other stations. I ain't gonna say. It's got I mean, it's got everything literally, and it comes out with a lot of movies. Like for instance, way back when a good for instance is when what was that called? What's that? Aquaman came out. It was Aquaman. Probably it was out in the theaters maybe 2 weeks, and we had already had it, so we were already watching it.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it has all that stuff. It has one thing I didn't never pay attention to, but Chad was telling me about is it's called Red Zone, I guess NFL Red Zone, and
Oh
that
yeah,
shows.
keeps anybody that's about to score.
Yeah, it's got that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was there, but it's got that. And then
How
if you
about
happen to eat,
MTV?
yeah, it's got MTV. It's got anything to do with um trying to think, fishing channels, UFC channels. It's even has comic channels like DC and Marvel. It's got,
Yeah.
I mean, it has all kind of stuff.
I feel like I could probably maybe talk Wendy into it if she knew that she could watch the challenge that's going on right now on MTV.
Oh yeah, it definitely has MTV. I can assure you. It's got CMT. It's
Stormy.
Stormy's on. Hey Stormy. Hey everybody. Make sure you say
Yep.
hi in the comments. Oh, there she is. I didn't see
Yep.
that. I'm
Everybody.
sorry, Stormy. I
Everybody.
didn't see you. Um, yeah, I mean, it's got all of those different channels. Um, and I am, yeah. Oh,
Babe, you hear that?
what's that?
I'm just telling it that her the challenge would be she'd be able to watch her challenge
Yeah, if it's MTV, you definitely have
if
MTV.
yeah.
You got
And
all the Food Network
you know,
channels, all that stuff.
well, fat boys like to eat.
I like watching food. I like. I was telling Tammy the whole time on our way home from church last night that I'm like, oh God, I just want to eat something that's just not good for you. You know what I mean? Just eat
Oh yeah.
bread. I
Man,
could just eat bread, loaves of bread.
we had
So,
we had leftovers tonight, but I'd made like a taco stew, like a stew slash soup
I gotcha.
with corn and ground beef, uh, some God, I can't think of for some reason I can't think of the name of that can of Rotel.
Oh yeah.
Rotel, uh, some taco seasoning and potatoes. Man, it was really good. It was
So
really really. And then
any new series that you've been hitting on here lately that we need to know about?
so we're right now we're trying to finish up 911 Lone Star. I just kind of started her on The Sopranos, and uh,
There you
she
go.
lost interest pretty quick. She just you know
Bada bing.
lost. Yeah, yeah, I mean, just lost interest very quickly. I'm watching. We're she sort of watches it. Fear the Walking Dead. We're on season 5 of it. 'Cause I hadn't gotten I tried to watch it initially, couldn't get into it because I was so into the regular Walking Dead,
Gotcha.
and you know those characters I identified with. I clicked with them. You know what I'm saying? They click with me. I guess you should say. Um, but now, I mean, I like this. Fear the Walking Dead. I'm on season 5 right now, so but she kind of likes it. You know, she's she does not like the zombies that are drooling all the black goo out of their mouth, and when they're stabbing a zombie in the head and it splashes against the camera. She's not big on that, um, but she's 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 liking it. You know, she got into it a little bit. So,
I started watching
but how
again.
about you? What are you into now? Because you stopped
Well,
watching.
I
You
stopped
start
watching.
watching some. You get me on one thing, and then you switch me.
Yeah,
Then you quit.
I started watching rewatching Outer Banks again, probably for the third time or something like that. And then
Well,
and
that's
then
coming up. The new season's coming up. I think I want to say this month.
oh man, I hope so. We've
No,
been
I say this
waiting.
month. I'm talking about September.
Okay, been
I'm
waiting
a
for
little
that to
sure about
happen.
that.
And then another member of our family is watching is in the middle of watching Resident. You ever watch it? Any of that?
Man, I I tried. um, I tried.
Didn't
It's
like it?
not. Nah, I couldn't get into it. This the guy that it's like House but younger.
No,
The
no.
Resident.
This is
We're talking about
no. You're talking about
a
the Good
doctor, right?
Doctor. You're talking about the Good Doctor. No.
No, isn't the Resident a doctor?
Well, there's several doctors. There's just not one.
It's
Me-
not. Is he
me-
not in the hospital?
well, it's a hospital show, but the resident is has quite a few doctors in it. One of them is, you remember Theo from the Cosby Show?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay, he's in it.
I mean, yeah, I knew that.
But there's like several doctors. One of the doctors from Nigeria on the show is she played on Black Panther, and the mom actually does a cameo in there from Black Panther, not from Black Panther, but she's on there. The same actress, she's on there.
Yeah, but doesn't he like break the rules and stuff like that?
Mm-mm.
It,
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
it, where's it? I mean, where is it? Is it based on? Is it based in like Minnesota, like on the Great Lakes, or is it in like Chicago, or is it in like California? Where's it based at?
I'm not sure. I think it might be I don't know if it's so called Atlanta. It's Chastain Hospital. I don't know where it's actually out of.
Huh.
So yeah, no. Other than that, that's pretty much all I've
It's
been
a young
watching.
clean.
Huh?
I got you. It's a young clean cut guy, right?
There is
He's
a
like the
clean cut
main
guy.
character.
No, pretty much
He's
everybody
got to
kind
be
of.
a main character though.
No, there's
What
several
kind of dumb
people.
show is that?
It's good though. It's good. Do you remember the
I mean, like,
the
because on The Good Doctor, Sean is the main character.
Sure. This doesn't have a main character. This is like, you remember the doctor show back in the day that had George Clooney back in the day, and they all shared different. I mean, it was about
ER.
several ER, but it was all about several different people. It
Yeah.
didn't have just one doctor. This is kind of like that, but it's pretty good.
I feel like I've seen it and didn't get into it.
I gotcha. Yeah. Other
I
than
feel like
that,
I have.
I haven't seen
I'm picturing the
anything.
guy.
Haven't seen anything other than I did watch the new Twister. It is amazing. Um,
Really.
no, don't get me wrong.
Now,
I
is it a
like Bill
remake?
Paxton. No, it's
Okay,
not.
so it's a continuation.
Nope. It's an actual, just a fresh new, basically look of like they
Oh,
started,
okay.
and it's a guy off of one of the guys off of
What's up, Keith?
huh?
Saying what's up?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's one of the guys off of Top Gun Maverick. Um, he's one of the guys. He's the main character in there, and he actually sets the temperature for that whole thing. He is really really good. He makes that. It's like when at first he doesn't show up, and then he does, and everything surrounds him from there on out. That's a pretty good movie.
I feel like we could probably watch that in the next week or so.
What's that? Yeah, Twister is really
Because I think it's on that
really.
Fandango, which, like I said, we
Yeah, anybody out
yeah.
there?
I'm sure
Yeah,
I'm sure
anybody out there seen any good
I'm
new
sure it'll be
movies or
free.
new series? You can drop in the comments. Now we're not looking for any we're not looking for any what are you laughing at?
I was reading what my sister-in-law was saying.
Yeah.
Hilarious. She doesn't like zombie shows. Awesome.
Oh yeah. Um but yeah, I mean it's definitely Twister's a good movie. And I don't think there's anything else really out um right now per se. I mean, don't get me wrong. I went to the movies and I saw Deadpool 2. No, this is Deadpool Wolverine. So that's that third part of that. That big fan of. Um, yes, I'm
He's getting
seeing.
so old, dude.
What's that? Deadpool? It's good.
I mean, Wolverine. He's
Oh,
just getting so old. I mean,
yes,
he's.
but
I
in
mean,
that
how long ago was that dumb movie he was in that where he's a dancer? What was it called?
the dancer. Oh, you talking about the Greatest Showman where he sings?
Gay, gay.
What hey, he may be, but for what was he 60? That Joker's in real
No,
good
I was
shape.
saying you're gay for watching it. I was
Oh,
saying you're
I
gay
don't
for
like
watching
it. I don't like it.
it.
My
for
girls
knowing it.
like it. I don't like any. Well, I don't like any movies that has a sing or dance theme to it, to where they do it throughout them. I don't like that. But yeah, he looks really really. He's jacked for his age, man. He's a pretty big dude. Um,
Steroids does wonders.
I don't know
You should do
steroids.
it.
I don't know about
Stop it.
steroids. Him?
Human growth
He's not
hormone.
that daggum big. Please. I mean, if we were talking about Arnold or somebody, yeah, I would say yeah, that makes sense. But not, dude.
Arnold
He's
can't
not
even
that
walk
big.
right now, so
Yeah, I know.
his acting days are over unless he's gonna play Stephen
Somebody,
Hawking.
so, no, somebody that rides around in a rascal, or another episode of Seinfeld when he's chasing George down the street. That's probably it. Um,
That's about him and Ronnie Coleman, man, are done.
yeah, that's a dang shame,
Oh
man.
gosh, here
Because
we
I
go.
mean, what's that?
Wendy. I knew she was gonna chime in about her man.
Oh, she likes Hugh.
Oh yeah, she loves him. She thinks he is. Now I liked him in uh Real Steel.
Oh, I love him. I love that movie. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a top five for me. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's a definite top five for me.
Really, I don't know about a top five, but I like the movie for
I'm
sure.
just saying that I like the movie. It's really good. It's Rocky with robots. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
that'd be
if
cool
I had
if
to
we do
describe it,
that. I mean, I don't think that exists right now, right? No,
what?
having big robots like that and people fighting them with remote
I
controls. I
mean,
don't.
you got Rock'em Sock'em robots. You got that.
Yeah, and you got those
You know,
little
when you're
things that you put in the ring. Have you seen those ones where you put it in the ring? I guess it has wheels and stuff, and you kind of bang them together and stuff like that. That exists. I've seen those. You know what I'm talking about? You bring like little remote control
do you spin
cars,
them?
and they try to. one has a hammer and can probably smash the other one, and you hadn't seen that?
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
That's
that's
been around for
yeah,
a
that's
little while.
that's probably been 20 years. I think. I bet you about that.
Really?
It's man, what is that called? Oh, at least 20 years.
Wow.
At least, yeah, because they have like the Vlad the Impaler. Um, he was like the best one. He's the one with the big hammer.
Yeah.
And they and and with and some of them have saws on them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't know it was
Yeah,
20 years old though. I
yeah.
mean, that seems a little
Oh, it's at least I don't
excessive.
even know what the name of it is.
But yes,
It's
I know what
not.
you're talking about.
It's a,
That's a little
it's at least
excessive.
20 years.
Is it?
No,
Have we
it's not at all.
so you were
Babe, what's the name of that show with all the robots that are fighting? She'll
so,
know.
so you were
She knows everything.
40 20 years ago, right?
Shut your mouth.
Yes.
I was 39. Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Trying to get stiff on me. Chief, you hear this man trying to get stiff?
39.
Yeah.
Man. 20 years ago.
I mean, I've been out of school now. 41 years. I graduated.
41. You've been out of school as long as Tammy's been alive. That's amazing.
Well, well,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do? I mean, that's you know, I was So, all right, get this. We were watching Back to the Future. All right, that came out what 85.
Yeah.
All right, so 30 years prior to that, what they went back to was 1955. All right,
And you were still around for that. Wow.
no, not for 55. Born in 65, Hammerhead. Um, but but just when that movie came out, and they just went back 30 years, and it was 1955.
Wow.
I mean, crazy.
Well, with
Think about it.
so are we pretty much on the end spot of this? Because
I don't know.
I've got a couple.
Talk
I
about some other stuff. Let's talk
got
about
some. Well, I talk about that. We need more. We definitely need more subscribers. So if you can share the podcast, get us out there a little bit
yeah,
more.
that'd be great.
We definitely need
So
more
if you
subscribers.
could
We
do
need to
this,
actually double or triple them. Actually, quadruple them.
if they could do this, they go to the Brothers Banter page, upper right hand corner. There is three buttons, three dots. You click on that dot, and then a drop down box is going to come up, and it says invite. If y'all would just invite, click that invite, and then it's going to ask you to invite all. And if you just click invite all and send it out, that would really, 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 really help us out. That would be amazing. Um, we need to grow. We need to grow this a lot faster. I mean, you know, how long have we been doing it now?
Since November of 2020, we done it.
Almost 4 years.
It was COVID year,
November
wasn't it?
20th, wasn't
God,
it?
dadgummit. No, it was
Yeah.
November, like November 5th. Um,
Fifth. Wasn't it fifth?
yeah, I can tell you. Actually, it
So
was somewhere around there.
yeah, if y'all could just, we would be very appreciative if he did that. You know, like, share, subscribe, and if you felt like you wanted to send some stars, man, have it that too. You know.
Yeah, it was November 7th of 2020 was our first
Oh, was it
episode
the seventh?
posted. Yeah,
That was
November
it.
7th. Huh?
That was
And
horrible. That was
and
horrible.
this is what? Episode 173? Yeah.
Is it?
So, yep. This is 173.
Seven.
Huh?
That's awesome. I like it.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Well, those other guys that do this, you know, that we know, they just hit 5,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
You know, and they've only been doing it maybe a year longer than us.
Really.
But I mean, we haven't like been aggressive with what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we could, but we would just appreciate it if you just invited your people. Go click those three dots. It'll box will drop down. It'll say invite. Click on invite all, and then hit send. And just like that, you're supporting a small business and trying to get us a little more worldwide than we already are. But we do have a bunch of listeners in other countries and other cities, and we're appreciative of what we have. We just need to be in a different
Level.
spot. Yeah, at a different level. So, well, with that being said, everybody enjoy your long weekend if you have one. If you have to work, we understand. We appreciate everybody that has listened and subscribed and shared and invited and all that good stuff. And just thank you for your support. And everybody have a great weekend. With that being said, my name is Donnie.
My name's Brian. We're out.
We're out.
Peace. Oops. There we go.
Oops. Oops.